Hello guys, what is up? It is me, Joe. Welcome back to another episode of Trove. In this episode, I will be looking more at the Neon Ninja, and for this test, I will be using the Samantha ally mainly because he does benefit from the fast attack speed. Using the wrong dragon. Now, I don't know if the Samantha is going to be the best for him because mainly how I use the Neon Ninja when I do use him, I use his backflip a lot, and not his backflip to get around or anything. I use his backflip more to use a shuriken, because his shuriken are pretty much the strongest thing that he has. Because the last time I used him, which was actually not that long ago, I think he did about 600k damage. I could be wrong. About 500 to 600k ish. I don't remember, like I said. But let's go on over to the Fae biome and see what we can do, if we can find any dungeons. So mainly what I like to do first is I just like to stand here, see what he's like, because I will be regenning out since I am using Samantha, so this guy is not going to be a match because I have the Samantha, like I said. So let's actually go over here and backflip because I'll use a shuriken, and that's 73k damage, and this actually charges really fast. I'm surprised how fast it charges. Now, one of my only complaints about the Neon Ninja is that sometimes his shuriken don't actually register even though they clearly hit his target. I don't know why that happens. It's kind of like ranged code. Like, ranged attacks don't really work the best in this game. It's been like that since day one. Can't really do anything about that. Largely influenced by lag. So if we do this, and they actually did a large chunk of damage. Look at that, 550k. Now, he's a moving target, so he's not stationary, so it makes it a little bit harder to actually hit him. Now, I do know when they add Mantle of Power, he will be a lot better, mainly because his gem, not going to do that because someone else is doing it, but his gem will make his shuriken a lot bigger, and it will actually phase through enemies from what I understand. It will also apply the snare effect, which keeps enemies in place. At least I think that's what it does. So here's a caterpillar. Let's see what we can do here. Now, the ability that he has where he can snare enemies, I don't know if you want to be using that all the time. Mainly because I don't find it that useful, but that's just me, so everyone plays differently. Now, this is an example of why the ninja is not the best. Mainly because, as you can see, there were way too many enemies there, and since right now, for the time being, his shuriken don't actually phase through anything, so it's harder to hit the bosses when they're surrounded by all these enemies. So let's just go up to the 3-star boss, see what we can do here. Now, I will be using the snare effect here, mainly because this guy just he loves to wander around, and I don't want that. But it's like, this stuff in this game is not the best. It's all lag, the enemies just having bad aggro, just everything is wrong with this game. So 50k damage with just a basic move is actually not bad, considering when you got classes like Knight. I don't even think the Knight does 50k. He probably does. I don't remember. Wasn't it like 40k or something? But anyway, I'm going to switch back to my Raptor Berserker and see what he does. Now, he was doing 50k, I think, so I think that'll jump to 56. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not sure what like 50k plus 20% is. But let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can does. So if we go over here, we can see if we can do this. I think I should be staying out of this biome, mainly because It seems like all these enemies are just, you know, they just wander around and they're not like stationary, or they're not melee fighters. That's pretty much the reason. That's kind of why I don't like the Fey biome as much as I used to, mainly because they just put all the Fey enemies, all the bosses, I think they're all ranged. I don't think any of them use melee, so I'm going to try to use an origin portal, see where we go. Not the best. Let's go back to Team Pixel and see if we can do it again. Hopefully it will not put me back in the same world, which it might, but if it does, then it does. That's not what the thing is anymore. Too used to that. Is this, yeah, it's U6. So let's see if it actually brings us to a new world. Yeah, it did. Let's just go to the ocean, because the ocean is just everywhere, I guess. Now it's like the problem with the ocean is that they just dump all of the 30 kill enemies, and then it just takes 5 years. But I think the ninja with his dash ability, I think that actually one-shots, well, not one-shots, but like it almost kills him, so he might be good for that, I'm not sure. So let's just do this, and let's see how much damage how much damage was that? 140k? I think that was anyway. Now, as you can see, he is a glass cannon, so if you're going to use him, you might want to stick with Prowling Shadow or Samantha, just because, like I said, he benefits from the fast attack speed like Draculite and Tomb Raiser, and he's just a glass cannon without it. But if you're good with him, which I'm not because I never use him, and if you're just fast at killing stuff, then the Raptor Berserker should be fine. So let's do it again. This is the Cursed Skull. So dashing through enemies might be the best solution if you have energy regen, I should say. I actually don't have energy regen, which I should be doing. Like, how much better would the ninja be if I was just dashing through everything I saw instead of just hitting, because his dashes do a decent amount of damage. Now, if I actually had energy regen on my sword and energy regen on my ring, then that would probably be a lot better. So let's go do a couple more dungeons, see how it's like. Mainly I want to try to get more 3 stars in, because 3 stars are just, in my opinion, a lot better for testing. The other thing about this biome is that, like, they spread the dungeons out so far away, so you end up traveling like a long way until you can actually find one. So we're coming up on this skull dungeon. Now I actually want to try this dungeon mainly because I want to see if the ninja's dash can actually one-shot these guys. I don't think it will, but it should be pretty close. Ooh, did that, wait. Test, please. I want another test. Yeah, that actually one-shots them. I'm rather surprised. So, if these guys spawned more frequently, and it would, like, you know, actually give your Sure Strike a chance to benefit off of it, then this would actually be really nice. But the fact that these enemies don't spawn as much as they should is why classes like Ninja aren't the best. It's just classes like Shadow Hunter are just downright bad because of the lag, but it's like, this is just a reason. Dude, die. Okay, whatever. That's just a reason why Ninja is just not the best. At least for the Cursed Skulls. He is good for the normal bosses. Let's go to this one. And I think this will be the last dungeon that I'll do. Let's just get this, because why not? Okay, I got it. I thought I missed it for a second. So I love this dungeon because you can just skip straight to the boss. I remember watching a live stream not that long ago where someone was actually doing this dungeon legit. And it was funny because, like, dude, you can just laser your way down. So this arena is not the best, as you can see. Obviously there's tables everywhere and stuff, and just, what are you doing? Okay, I think that guy lagged out. So yeah, overall this arena is not the best. Could be a lot better. A lot better placement of the cursed skulls. That's a recommendation by Joe. Because if you look at that, it's like, it's pretty much merged with the table at this point. They need to go around and actually fix their dungeons, like the placement of the cursed skulls and stuff, especially the cannon dungeon. Now, if anyone has seen the cannon dungeon in Treasure Isles, you will know how broken that dungeon actually is, mainly because the cursed skulls don't actually, you know, they don't spawn where they're supposed to. Half the time they don't even spawn in the dungeon, they spawn under the staircase, and you actually have to, well, if you look at it, it might be better because you don't have to go through the dungeon, but it's still broken nonetheless, which is why I don't like to go to it. Okay, coming on to 3-star, the thing that I also didn't test is his ultimate, like how much damage does that do? The voice crack for the win. So 140k, whoa. I didn't expect him to turn it around like that. Well, dang. Let's actually go back to that dungeon, because I want to. Joe wants to go back to dungeon. Okay, it's round 2 if I could find him. Don't tell me he fell down here. Yeah, he did. So let's just use our ultimate. This is not going to be as effective. Ooh, forgot to use my Sure Strike. I'm an idiot. Well, that was not the best test, but as you can see, it was actually doing a lot of damage to him before I died. You know what, I'm not going to finish that because it's just stupid. But as you can see before I died, that was actually doing a lot of damage. We got him down to about half health. As you can see, the battle arena is kind of messed up. So that's going to be the end for this, I guess. Sorry the ultimate didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Actually, I'll make it up a little bit by, wait. Okay, the ultimate is charged up. Let me use it on these guys. Use the, I keep forgetting to use my flask. So that does about 140k damage. Sorry, the leg's actually contributing towards this too, so it's just dumb server lag. Probably my Wi-Fi too and all that. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope this kind of helped. I don't know if it did or not. I probably should have gone ahead and like switched over to energy regen on at least my sword and just saw if the like dashing would do anything. But hello, random person. But that will be the end for this video, so see you later and goodbye.